Welcome to my YouTube channel and my video on my Invisalign journey. So firstly, I want to talk about why I have chose to get Invisalign. So when I was, I think 16, or maybe 15, I had really bad teeth. And I remember going to the dentist, and I remember this very clearly, and I remember them saying to me, do you want all the right teeth in the right places? This was in preparation for my braces. And stupidly, I said yes, not really knowing what that meant. Now, I don't know if you can see, but this tooth here in the middle used to be in the middle of my mouth, about here. So it's really far back. And I had a perfectly good tooth at the front, and what I should have done is just had that tooth out that was in the middle, and just left the tooth at the front in, but I didn't. Rookie error. So I then got my braces. I had train track braces, and I had them for 2.5 years. I remember most of the journey. I remember they were very painful when I got them tightened, and I remember how I used to catch my teeth, my lips on my teeth and on the tracks all the time. It was a really intense 2.5 years, quite uncomfortable in many places. My teeth moved drastically, they looked really good. The tooth that was in the middle had moved forward, and then I had my retainers. And I remember I used to have to wear my retainers as much as possible, but mainly at night time. And I had at the time a boyfriend who lived a little bit further away. So I used to go and see him and stay overnight randomly here and there. And a couple of times I forgot to take my retainer with me. And unfortunately, those who've had braces and who've had retainers, you'll know that if you don't wear your retainer, your teeth will move. So gradually they started to move, and I'd forgotten a few times. I'd kind of, I suppose, become a little bit lazy, which was really silly considering the massive long journey I'd been through for 2.5 years. I suppose I didn't really understand the complexity of how much they would move. And it came to the point where I couldn't even put my retainer in. So my teeth had moved that much. I don't know why, but I think when you're young, you don't really understand things. And I didn't think that I was able to go back to the orthodontist at the hospital to ask for another retainer or to ask for help. So I kind of just ignored it. And then this happened. The tooth has moved gradually over years all the way back. All of my bottom teeth have moved. This one's come really far forward, and all of these have become really wonky. And the biggest issue for me is this tooth here. I spent many years not showing my teeth. I've spent many years teaching myself how to smile without showing my teeth. And I had also got to the point where I didn't even realise I'd done this, but when I smile or talk, I talk with one side of my mouth up higher and the other side lower, so people couldn't see my teeth, which is absolutely crazy. But I'm guessing subconsciously I'd just done that. When I used to have pictures, I used to smile with one side only, or I would keep my mouth closed. Most of the time I would keep my mouth closed. And it came to the point, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago. I'm 34 now. So a couple of years back, I decided that, do you know what? I don't care. Like, why am I hiding my smile? I love to smile, it makes me very happy. Why am I hiding myself in pictures? So I kind of accepted, like, I need to just embrace my teeth. They've moved. I had looked into getting braces briefly again, but the cost was just enormous, and I really wasn't in a good financial situation. I've never really been in a good financial situation, to be honest. So it wasn't really an option for me. So yeah, over the last few years, I have embraced my smile. I think last year or the year before, I decided to just check out braces to see how much they were. And I went to this orthodontist where I am based, and he basically told me that I would have to have screws drilled up into my mouth, and I would have to have like this massive contraption that would basically move my mouth because my jaw is, mouth is so narrow. So if you look here, you'll see it's quite narrow. And then he quoted me £10,000 and also told me that it would take, I think 2.5 years or 2 years or maybe even more, which was a massive no for me. So I kind of gone off the idea of it. And like, just because I accept that my teeth are like this, that doesn't mean that I don't want to improve them. I've learned to live with my smile. I smile more. I'm not shy about hiding my teeth in my mouth, but that doesn't mean that I still don't want to improve them. And I think over time, when I'm eating, I can really notice the bite, and this tooth is really affecting like the bite. And I find sometimes that I even like push food onto that background to sort of include that tooth, which is crazy. So when I went to my dentist recently, he mentioned to me again about this tooth, of which he did last time, and said he was going to refer me, but it didn't really happen. I don't know what happened. So this time he was like, oh, do you want me to refer you? I was like, yeah, of course. I didn't mention that we'd talked about it before. And then I got a referral for Teeth in Line. So I went to see Teeth in Line recently. They had a free consultation, which I was happy about because I paid £100 for my consultation before to be told that it was going to be 10 grand, and it was just a waste of money, I think. And I didn't really want to keep going and spending £100 on different orthodontists to get quotes. So with the free consultation, I was like, okay, let me just go and let me see how it is. And it turns out that I have been told that I can get braces, and he gave me the different options, and it was considerably cheaper. So these Invisalign are costing me £4,100, which might seem a lot to some people, but it's nothing compared to £10,000. And I also lately have really taken into consideration my body and my health, and for me that's important. And teeth are an important part of my body. You know, they help me eat, they help me drink, and they are a big part of my body. So it's not so much about the aesthetic look. I don't want perfectly beautiful teeth. I'm not going to go and have all my teeth out and have veneers. It's more of like, I want to look after my body. So that's kind of the reason why I have got Invisalign. So that is my reason. And check out my next video on collecting my Invisalign and what's included in my pack and how my journey will go.